Hello, guys. Hello, friends. Long time no see, guys. I know, man. My fault. My fault. Ugh, my fault. My fault. I'm gonna do better though. Don't worry. I think I need to stop thinking about and stop and just start doing. Cause I feel like I do this shit a lot. I'll think about something and I'll think about it and I'll think about it. And I know that shit's not unique to me or myself, but it's like, yeah, I've been doing that shit, man. Just think about something and never do it. And I guess I need to get to the point where I actually do these things rather than just always thinking. Because there's so many times in the day I just sit there and I think, and I'm like, oh, that's a great time to just yap for about 10 or 15 minutes or so. But then I'm like, oh, but the situation I'm currently in isn't ideal. Like, I gotta go take like the bins out in like 10 minutes or whatever the hell's gonna happen in like 2 minutes or whatever and so on. It's like, I just think about that a lot. I'm just like, what? I've not had, sometimes I've been telling myself, oh, nah, the conditions ain't ideal. Like, I've not had the type of week I want to have. I don't want to talk about, some stuff. Or I don't want to do anything towards my YouTube while I've not had a great week. Like, oh gosh, that's not gonna be who I'm living. Da da da. Basically, a whole bunch of bullshit. That's what I'm trying to say. I just find a way to just bullshit my way out of doing things I want to do, and not even just that. I feel like it's not even just with like in terms of YouTube and shit. But I feel like it happens with other stuff as well in life. 'Cause I keep telling myself, I want the ideal situation for when I'm recording a YouTube video. Um, yeah, I think about that a lot. I'm like, what? I need this ideal situation. I want to have had this type of day because in my head, I feel like this. Recording a video is like this big thing. I want to have this type of day to make sure I do this thing. When in actuality, it ain't really got to be like that. Oh gosh, my tracking is on. One sec. Let me turn it off. Fancy old flipping, fancy ass webcam and that. Okay, we're back. So I was saying, oh yeah, obviously, sorry about, not sorry about taking out my hair. I'm just taking out my hair. You know, got some slightly hairy armpits though. Gosh, wow. I hope my girl don't leave me. But yeah, where we at? When I'm just thinking about clarity, I saw a quote by James Clear that basically said that clarity isn't about having it all figured out. You know, it's not about knowing what you want to do with your life. It's about knowing what you want to do this week. You know, not this month, just this week. Sometimes just today. And I guess that's how I kind of narrow it down. When you kind of know what you want your week to look like, I feel like you get closer to having that week, or when you've actually planned it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like sometimes, in my case, when I think about what I want to achieve a certain week, I feel like more often than not, I actually do. Especially if I put in the steps to achieve that thing. It's just like it's with gym, for instance. If I'm like, okay, I wanna do my morning cardio, um, and I wanna do it every day this week. I can achieve that if I just, wake up at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. or whatever time it is I need to wake up to go to the gym and do my morning cardio. Or, you know, maybe I'll find another time of the day to do it. Maybe I'll do after my workout or something. But in this case, I'm like, okay, I want to do it in the morning. So what I gotta do? And to put in a routine that will make sure I'm in bed at a good time for me to get up in bed in time and do morning cardio and still have a productive day, not just at work, but my evening weight sessions and just the rest of my day in general. You know, and sometimes I just think to myself, I wake up on these days, or I will have a not so great day, and I think to myself like, oh damn, I've kind of killed the whole motion for the week. No, I haven't. I don't know why we do these things as humans. You know, I guess the only consolation is that I'm not the only one who does this. But I try to counteract it by just always thinking about doing that day's 1%. You know, if I do that day's 1%, It doesn't matter how good or bad or great the day was. I've done the 1%. I've done what I need to. I've done what I can do for myself today. You know. Oh Jesus! I've turned on the tracking again because oh, wow, this is so fascinating. Um, but yes, um, in me, in me trying to get everything figured out, I just stumble over myself, man. I feel like that's just the way it is. It's that I really just stumble over myself, you know, and it's like I really don't have to have it all figured out. I just gotta know what I want to do, you know, for my next step, you know. I think that's the things that really gets to me sometimes. It's like I forget about the next step and try to think about the big future that I want or the big plans I want. You know, I want this, and that, and that, and to become this type of person and to become that type of person. But it's like, okay, cool. This is what I want, and I can want it as much as I want. I'll never get it if I don't actually just take that next step. I could have the entire path figured out, but if I don't know what I'm going to do, this week, how can I know what I'm going to do next month or what I'm going to do next year? I'll keep saying I'm going to be at this point this time next year or this time next month. But if I don't know what I'm going to do this week alone, how the hell am I supposed to know what I'm going to do next month or next year? Ah, gosh, clarity, man. It's something I prayed for a lot also when I was younger. Prayed for clarity, prayed to know, you know, what it is I need to do, where it is I need to go. Side note, I'm so happy that my hair is just like Kane Rose, or Stitch Braids rather than twist, because when I have twist, to get this much progress already, apparently I've been talking for just under 7 minutes and I'm almost half of my head. Wow. But twist looks so nice, but taking them shits out, oh gosh, it is not fun at all, bro. At all. See, I keep getting distracted. It's like I don't know. I don't know. Would this relate? Would this counteract my point of clarity? Nah, not really, because I'm doing what I want to do, which is talk to you people. Surprisingly, my last video did so well. Relatively, did amazingly well. Got like 200 views. Damn, people like gaming that much. I don't mind. But back to the topic on mind, clarity, people. We never need to have it all figured out. We just need to know what to do today. It's 1% every day, you know. Those of you who know me, I've spoken about it so much. Like 1% every day, James Clear. It's life changing stuff. Just think about doing that 1% every day. Because most of the time, you wouldn't even know it by the time it's all come together. Like, and I feel like that's my whole sentiment. I feel like I've been saying that a lot on this channel about, you won't really know when it all comes together. But I'm telling you, just keep trying to do that 1% every day, you know, because sometimes it's not even about making meaningful progress towards that thing. It's more about you reassuring to yourself that that's that type of person that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's you basically telling yourself that's the type of person that you are. That, like, if you're a writer writes, you know? Like, for instance, let me use myself as an example. Yeah, what type of role would this be? A content creator? If I want to prove to myself that I'm a content creator, what I need to do is, sit in my room, turn on my camera, and just record in this yap, make content or do whatever it is I'm trying to do on this channel. Push out content, make a video. Wow, wow. Sorry, my head just distracted me. But yeah, do what you want to do. Make a video. Do who, no, not do who. You know what? Scrap that sentence. Let me tell you what I'm trying to say, and I'll even give you a backstory to it. So when my CEO came to town a few months ago, he had a Q&A, and someone asked him what's the best piece of business advice he's ever got, and he said, "You are." That his college professor, told him that you are what you do, not what you say you do. Yeah, I think that was it. You know what? Let me get a confirmation. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down somewhere. I hope I wrote it down somewhere. Gosh. Yes. You are what you do, not who you say you'll be, or, or who you say you'll do. What the hell? What the hell did I write down here? Oh gosh. I believe it is you are what you do, not what you say you do. You know, you can say you do X, Y, and Z. If you don't do it, you're not it. That's all it is. You know? Or if I say I'm going to be very disciplined and I don't end up being disciplined, or I don't end up doing the things that make me count as disciplined, then I'm not disciplined at all, then am I? You know? That's just how it is. That's just where I see it. But yeah, I gotta I gotta apply this to myself as well. Sometimes I try to think too big rather than just handling things as they are, rather than taking it one step at a time, because that's all it really is. Genuinely take it one step at a time, and you get there. You know. And the annoying part for me is that for sometimes I feel like I know I've done these things. You know. I think that's what's even sometimes gets this brings frustrations to me, and even compounds together. It's like I know I've done these things. I've done these things where, in terms of like, I've been very disciplined to achieve results in certain areas and so. But now, I feel like now that I'm reaping the rewards of my previous discipline, it is even harder, because now it is harder to stick to the disciplines that I initially had, you know, because now I'm trying to think, well, because so many things are more possible, like more possibilities open up in my life. I want to think about everything. I want to do everything, but I'm not able to do everything. Or maybe I am, but I'm not able to do everything now. So what's important for me is that I need to do what I can now. I need to make do with my current situation. Maybe everything I think of now I'll achieve in 10 years, but I can't make those 10 years come tomorrow, and I certainly can't make those 10 years come today. So I just need to stay locked in and just keep going. Just do my 1%. Just do my 1%, and then one day it's going to click. In fact, it gets to a point where you forget. You know, when I first started working out, I never actually thought about it as thinking as me doing 1% every day. I just went to the gym because I was bored, and you know, eventually my friend from school became one of my gym partners, and we started going to the gym together, which is something that happened. You know, but when I think about it, I was like, wow. So I'm clearly capable of doing these things. I need to just do it in a way that is very enjoyable. And I realize I usually, since I've been working out alone for the past few months, I've missed the gym a lot more than when I was working out with people. So it's not the fact that I'm not going to the gym. It's not the fact that it's the gym that's getting to me or whatever. So maybe it's the fact of I like working out with people. It makes me more committed, more motivated, more disciplined, because it's like now I've got someone else to keep me accountable. Now if I don't go to the gym, the only person I ever tell is my journal. In fact, I don't even tell my journal more. You just don't see the marker in the calendar. Whereas if I were the gym partner, and I don't go to the gym, they'll be like, "Oh, you're not going to the gym today? Why not? What's your excuse?" And then when I actually think about it, if I probably had some bullshit excuse, I know how long. Imagine how embarrassing I'd have been if I had a bullshit excuse and someone's asking, "Oh, why aren't you going to the gym today?" But now, because there's no one to actually G check me and say, "Oh, why aren't you going to the gym today?" It's like, whatever. I can get with it. I can get with it. You know. I feel like I went on such a massive tangent then. But the point of that was to try to make it enjoyable. Whatever it is you're trying to do, try different approaches to make it enjoyable. Of course, everyone can't have a gym partner, which is kind of shit. Because yeah, right now I don't have a gym partner. But it's not just in gym or anything else you're trying to do. You can't always have the optimal situation, but we can always try to get to the most optimal solution, if that makes sense. You know, that yeah, that's generally it, people. Clarity. Focus on clarity. Focus on the next step. Because I have focused on the next step before, and the results are great. And I know if I carry on just focusing on the next step, my results continue to be great. Although recently they haven't been great, but I will keep working on that. You know, and honestly, this YouTube is a testament to all of this. My consistency with this will show you how much I'm being committed to this. So I'm going to hope and very much try my hardest to not be a do as I say, but I'll try to be a do as I do. You know. Thank you for your time today, people. I'm going to make no more promises to see you soon or whatever, but I will see you. That is for sure. You will be seeing me. This won't be the last time. Take care, people. Have a nice day. It is me. It is Cree. Take it.